Hello, welcome to Blissful Spaces. This is where I garden and cook healthy meals. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You caught me just in time. I tell you, I've been really busy like you. I know, preparing, getting ready for all the craziness that's going on. My garden soon. Hopefully, I will have a huge harvest haul, so I'll be doing a video soon. If you haven't already, subscribe and so that you won't miss that update. So I will be doing a harvest soon. The garden is doing really good. Everything is growing crazy. I was kind of trying to wait for the frost for my collard greens. I've already harvested a batch of those, and I was kind of trying to wait it out. The next couple of days we're going to have some pretty cold, rainy weather. So we'll see. I might just go ahead and harvest my collard greens, but I know I've got lots of peppers and eggplants and some Asian greens, so a lot of yummy stuff. But anyways, I just wanted to show you, I realized that I never did do an update, but this is an update. If you haven't had a chance, go back and check out my garden harvest. When I harvested my herbs, I pretty much just washed them, tied them up in a string, and then hung them to dry. And so this is the update part, just showing how the step-by-step, how yep, that is thyme, English thyme. I have a little bit of everything, and then I'm gonna take my dried leaves and then just place them in individual mini mason jars. The mason jars, I purchased those from Joann's a couple of months ago. You can probably find them at Walmart, any store. Hopefully you have some, or if you have some old herb jars or containers, don't throw them away. You can recycle those, repurpose those. But anyways, I'm just showing you, yeah, this is probably my third batch. I harvested some so that I could give away as gifts, and then I also did a huge batch, which I didn't show in the video, for my family. So this is the tail end. I think I only had like 4 bundles left, and so yeah, getting that string off is a task itself. And so all I do is just kind of like rake my fingers through it and just kind of like remove the leaves. And sometimes I like to leave the stems on and just place the whole dried bundle in a huge mason jar. It's less time consuming, but you know, if you're giving them away as a gift, in this video I was giving this batch away as a gift, so I just went ahead and just removed the leaves from the stems. But for me, you know, I know how I cook, and you know, I do have a batch with just the leaves, and then I have another huge mason jar just with the whole thyme in a nice bundle, and then I just kind of like scrape it off as I use it, so it makes it easier, so you don't have to sit down and actually do this. But I'm just showing you how I just wanted to follow up and show you how you just kind of like remove it off your stems. And then again, this is the hang method. I know when you dehydrate your leaves, you usually take your leaves off the stem and then place it on the dehydrator, and that is a lot easier. You know, if you have a dehydrator, it takes like it's 4 to 6 hours to dry. I just had a huge bundles, so it was just so much easier for me. But anyways, I'm just taking the time to show you, give you an update on how I just take the leaves off the stems. So I'm just going to let you watch for a few seconds, and then I will show you my finished project. in here, I'm just showing you. I actually already sterilized the jars. I just placed them back in the box just so that those aren't familiar with the mason jars, the size, so you can see what the box looks like. But the jars are sterile and cleaned, and so finally I'm done. So I just kind of like pour the dried leaves. You have to make sure that they're completely dried before you place them in the container. And so, yeah, that was a large bundle. And yeah, you only get a little bit of leaves. So it's a lot of work, but I'm telling you, it is so worth it. There's nothing like having your own fresh garden herbs to be able to use them in meals. And then I love to make tea during the winter time, so I can make you can make tea with your fresh herbs. I love to use the oregano. I did some lavender. Mint is one of my favorites. Chamomile, that's one of my favorite teas. So tarragon, basil, oregano. I mean, pretty much you can make a tea out of all your herbs. So it's not just good for cooking, it's also good for nice little teas. So yeah, so I'm just finishing up. It's a all day process, so you know what I've been up to. But it's so worth it, you know, to be able to give a gift. One, I grew each one of these herbs from seed, and just to see them grow, and then to harvest, and then now bring them to the table and be able to share it with others. So yes, thank God I was able to share 22 mini mason jars. I was able to gift them away. And then of course I had 30 jars that I kept for my family, for my household. So so go ahead and keep watching. Thanks for sticking with me. And then at the end it'll show this batch. Like I said, this batch right here was for my household. So this is like the end, and I just kind of show you how I kind of stacked it. And a couple of the jars, they're half full, but believe me, by the end of the night I was able to fill them. It was like it's about a 2 or 3 hour process if you do it this way, but like I shared, it's well worth it. So anyways, keep watching, and I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you, and I didn't forget about you. I've just been really busy trying to get things together, organized, and I did some canning, and I finished my herbs, and then I've started a couple of crafts. I know most of you are here because of the gardening part, and then some are here to see how I harvest to table, how I cook the different dishes. And then I do know there's a couple of people that like DIYs. So if you are interested, starting Sunday, there's one project. It's a crochet project that I've been working on for my dad. My family, we are big Stiller fans, and I've been wanting to finish up a blanket. I actually sewed the blanket, and then now I will be crocheting around the blanket. So if you're interested, stick around to see the process of that. I might do a little tutorial. But anyways, so I'm still gardening, and this is a season where everything is growing, and then a lot of stuff is dying off. And so you're either going to replant, or you're just going to say, I'm just going to take this harvest and I'm going to preserve it. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm harvesting and preserving and doing other preparations around the house, trying to stay busy in the midst of this pandemic, trying to stay safe. So here's some of the jars that I've already started, and I have a long way to go. But anyways, it's going to be worth it. I just love the idea that I don't have to run to the store for herbs when I have them.
Stay loving, be kind.
Thank you so much for sticking with me,
healthy.
for watching.
I'll see you in the next video.
Keep watching.